Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradadi Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradadi Yasudanandana Braja Janaranjana Yasudanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachadi Yamunatira Vanachadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradadi Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradadi Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga. Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vivo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Hare Krishna everyone. How's everybody after the festival? Ecstatic, blissful, tired, sick, what? There's some flood, some flu around, everybody's a little sick. I'm sure a lot of local devotees render service for so many visiting guest devotees, senior devotees. Wonderful opportunity to associate with them, invite them to your home, feed them prasadam, listening Krishna Katha. So Mayapur is a very wonderful place, full of opportunity, always to serve the Vaishnavas, always to contribute to Lord Chaitanya's movement and Srila Prabhupada's mission. So today we're reading from Srimad Bhgavatam 8 canto, 9 chapter, text 12 to 18. The subject is very beautiful. The Lord incarnates as Inimurti. That's very beautiful pastimes for the Lord. So I guess I'll start to read from chapter of text 12. And the one reached on the board, which is on 18th, then we read it together. So text 12, I will read only the translation and a little purport which is there. Translation: Thereafter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having taken possession of the container of nectar, smiled slightly and spoke in attractive words. She said, the Lord already appeared. The Lord took the beautiful form of Mohinimurti to bewilder the demons. My dear demons, if you accept whatever I may do, whether honest or dishonest, then I can take responsibility for dividing the nectar among you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot abide by anyone's dictations, whether he does it absolute. Whatever he does is absolute. The demons, of course, were deluded by the illusory potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus Mohinimurti got them to promise that whatever she would do, they would accept. Text 13. The chief of the demons were not very expert in deciding things. Upon hearing the sweet words of Mohinimurti, they immediately assented. Yes, they answered. What you have said is all right. Thus the demon agreed to accept her decision. Text 14 and 15. The demigods and demons then observe a fast. After bathing, they offer clarified butter and oblation into the fire and give charity to the cows and to the brahmanas, a member of the other order of society, namely the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras, who were all rewarded as they deserved. Thereafter, the demigods and demons performed ritualistic ceremonies under the direction of the brahmanas. Then they dressed themselves with new garments according to their own choice, decorate their body with ornaments, and sat facing east on seat made of kusa grass. Purport. The Veda enjoined that for every ritualistic ceremony, one must first become clean by bathing either in the water of the Ganges or Jamuna or the sea. Then one may perform the ritualistic ceremony and offer clarified butter into the fire. In this verse, the word paridahantari is especially significant. A sannyasi or a person about to perform a ritualistic ceremony should not dress himself in clothing sewn with a needle. Text 16 and 17. One nice thing to observe here, even the demon, they agree to follow the brahmanas, and the demon agree to take bath and wear clothes. I mean, these were not ordinary demons like today's. Today, demons, they take bath once a week, maybe. They put a lot of perfumes, and they dress very nicely. But those demons, they were a little bit more cultured, let's say. O king of the demigods and demons, sat facing east in the arena, fully decorated with flower garlands and lamps and fragrance with the smoke of the incense, that woman, dressed in a most beautiful sari, Her ankle bell twinkled, entered the arena, walking very slowly because of her big, low hip. Her eyes were restless due to youthful pride. Her breasts were like water jugs. Her thigh resembled the trunk of the elephant, and she carried a water pot in her hands. So that's a beautiful form of Mohini Murti. So we go to text 18, which we read together now. Tan Sri Sakin Kanaka Kundala Charu Karna Nasa Kapola Vadanam Paradevaktakyam Samvikshya Samu Muhurutsmita Vikshanena Devasura Vigalitastana Patikantam Transi Sakim Kanaka Kundala Charukarna Nasa Kapola Vandanam Puradevatakayam Samviksha Samu Muhurutmisa Vikshanena Devasuravi Galitastana Patikantam Tan Sri Sakinkana Kakundala Charukarna Nasa Kapola Vadanam Puradevatakhyam Samvikshya Sama Muhurutmita Vikshanena Devasuravi Galitastana Patikantam Sakyam Kanakundala Matajis. Kanaka Kundala Charukarna So Kapola Vandanam Anybody else? Sri Sakan Kanaka Kundala Charaka. Tam unto her, Sri Sakim, appearing like a person associated to the goddess of fortune. Kanaka Kundala, with golden earrings. Charu, very beautiful. Karna, ears. Nasa, nose. Kapola, cheeks. Vadanam, face. Paradavarakyam, the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, appearing in that form. Samviksha, looking at her. Samumuhu, all of them become enchanted. Utsmita, slightly smiling. Vikshanena, glancing over them. Devasura, all the demigods and demons. Valigata Stanapatika, the border of her sari on the breast moves slightly. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Her attractive nose and cheeks and her ear adorned with golden earrings made her face very beautiful. As she moved, her sari border on her breast moved slightly aside. When the demigods and demons saw this beautiful feature of Mohini Murti, who was glancing at them and slightly smiling, they were all completely enchanted. Please repeat after me. Her attractive nose and cheeks and her ears adorned with golden earrings made her face very beautiful. As she moved, her sari border on her breast moved slightly aside. When the demigods and demons saw this beautiful feature of Mohini Murti, who was glancing at them and slightly smiling, they were all completely enchanted. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti remarks here that Mohini Murti is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a feminine form, and that the Goddess of Fortune is her associates. This form, assumed by the Personality of Godhead, challenged the Goddess of Fortune. The Goddess of Fortune is beautiful, but if the Lord accepts the form of a woman, he surpasses the Goddess of Fortune in beauty. It is not that Goddess of Fortune, being female, is the most beautiful. The Lord is so beautiful that He can excel any beautiful goddess of fortune by assuming a female form. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Mridame Dantasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasatade Satarine Vancha Kalpa Karubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhatta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So before starting this Srimad Bhgavatam class, I require the blessing of all the Vaishnavas and the Vaishnavis who are senior to me, who are present here, who are maybe able to speak some spiritual meaning to these verses and the wonderful pastime of Mohini Murti. Hare Krishna. So this is a beautiful pastime. So we can see how the Lord is favoring the demigods. Yes, there is always a fight between the demigods and the demon. So the Lord is favoring the demigods, even though the demigods are devotees, but they are materialistic devotees. Yes, Srila Prabhupada mentioned many times that there are 33 crores of demigods. Crores means millions, yeah? 33 million demigods. Am I correct? No. 330 million. So I'm sorry, I'm confused because of these crores and lakhs in India. It's different calculation from the West. 3.3 crores. So, okay, anyhow, whatever. It's a lot of people. There's a demigod who control the eyelids. All body is controlled by the demigods, you know. You feel a little pain here and back. Oh, yes, I must make some offense against some demigods or something. So anyway, there's a lot of them, and they are the manager, we can say, expert manager of material nature. And although they are all very close to the Lord, yeah, whenever there's some problem, they go to the milk ocean and they chant the Purusha Sutta, and the Lord comes and says, what can I do for you? Oh, we have a problem with these demons. They're trying to take us over. And then our enjoyment will be stopped, so do something. So the Lord said, don't worry, I'll take care of you. In many situations. So they are very dear to the Lord because they are executing the order of the Lord. But of course, it says in the scripture that sometime some demigod is not there, even Brahma is not there, then the Lord expands himself. He's not depending on anybody. The Lord is completely independent. And he's full of opulence. And it's the most beautiful. And now we can see here. Sometimes Krishna himself, he looked his reflection on the granite floor of this Dwarka palace and look at his face and say, wow, I'm so beautiful. Who is this guy? That's Krishna, you know. He's attracted to his own self. So, Madana, what is called? Madana, Moana, Mohini. So in this pastime, he appears a beautiful form of a woman, you know, and he totally captivated the demons and the demigods. She slightly smiled at them, and whatever I do is okay, yeah, it's correct or wrong, yeah, whatever you do, you're so beautiful. By your beauty, you can conquer the whole universe. It doesn't matter what you do. We simply look at you, and so we are completely mesmerized. Because it's Krishna. So Krishna is so beautiful that no one can estimate his beauty. So, unfortunately, the demigods, although they have direct connection with Krishna, they never ask for pure devotional service. Now think always, the demigods, they have problems, they see the Lord, they're doing so many wonderful things and services, but they don't think for a moment, how can I become free from this entanglement? Because the heavenly planet is so wonderful, so beautiful, like Disneyland or like a dream or like wonderful things. Everything is happening, Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, I don't know, whatever. You know, everything is, every step is a dance, every word is a song, everything is beautiful, everything is enchanting, everything is perfect. There is no old age, no disease, no sickness, no pregnancy, nothing. You can enjoy to the max. Yeah, you can drink soma rasa, you can do so many things. We only have a little bit of information of this, you know, heavenly planet where all the materialistic people want to go. Yes? If tomorrow we open an agency and we say we're selling tickets for going to the heavenly planet, costs only 5 lakh rupees each ticket, people will bet there will be a big line outside and want to buy the ticket. Because the materialistic people, they only want to enjoy. And actually, this is demoniac. The demons want to enjoy. They want to enjoy. The demigod also want to enjoy, although they follow some rules and regulation and culture. You remember there's a past times when Arjuna went to the heavenly planet and there was this beautiful Apsara who wanted to enjoy with him. He said, no, 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 you're like my mother. Hey, there is no mother in a heavenly planet. There is no relation like that. You can enjoy with me. No, 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 I respect you. Urvasi was her name, if I'm not wrong. And then she became upset and she cursed him. You become a hanak, yeah, in the material world. But see that everybody is so much affected by this sense enjoyment, that our senses are so powerful, whether we are in heavenly planet or whether we are in hell. The senses are so, you know, powerful, like powerful snakes who want to bite all the time. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained, of all senses, what's the most powerful sense? The tongue, yes. We always want to enjoy. This morning, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhu told me there's a big queue outside Mahaprashadam. I said, well, you have to wait, you know. So, of course, we are eating prashadam. It's not sinful. It's not for our enjoyment. Well, it's for our enjoyment, but I guess we become purified if you don't get too much sugar in your blood, and then you get disease. And so we have to be careful also on that level, but at least we are taking prashadam. So the mood of enjoying is there because it's present in Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, so we are part and parcel of Krishna. We also have a little bit of that enjoying mood. But now the pure devotees, they want to please Krishna. They are not concerned with their own personal enjoyment. They are concerned with Krishna's enjoyment. Yes? Is it correct? Yes or not? Yes. Okay, don't sleep, okay? So, why the demigods are not becoming pure devotees? That's the question I was asking myself. They see Vishnu, they see the Lord, they see so many things, they have so much power, you know. They think they're so great. After all these pastimes, many pastimes, the demigods, they become so puffed up. They think that we're so great, we're so smart, we're so powerful, we can do anything. The Lord came and put one blade of grass. He said, okay, destroy this blade of grass. And Agni went with all this furious fire. Nothing happened. And all the demigods, they tried, the ice, the water, the wind, everybody tried, the most powerful demigod, and the blade of grass remained there, untouched. You say, oh, you think you're so great, you're so powerful, yeah? You're very smart, yeah? But just remember, I am behind you. When you have some problem, you come to me. And remember where the power is coming from. Don't think you are so great, okay? So, I think, why these people, they are not able to become pure devotees? Because they're affected with the disease of sense enjoyment to the max. So this is actually the disease which the living entity gets contaminated. Now, whether you're pious, you end up in Brahma Loka, in any Loka, Brahma, Bhuvana Loka, Punaravartino Arjuna, from the topmost planet down to the lowest, all are places of misery where repeated birth and death take place. It doesn't matter you're Brahma, it doesn't matter you're Indra, it doesn't matter you're Agni. Unless you develop pure desire to please Krishna, then you will not be able to enter into the spiritual world. So this is a big concern for us practicing devotees. We are more fortunate than the demigod. Let me say this. Because sometimes we get sick, sometimes we have pain, sometimes we're happy. Okay, it's a balance, 50-50. Now, 50% enjoyment, 50% suffering. We can kind of realize, hey, man, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know, I should dedicate myself more into the Sankirtan movement, into the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And then I can develop pure love for Krishna. And how can I do that? Through the pure chanting of the holy name. Now, we maybe chant for many years. Oh, I'm chanting 40 years. I don't feel anything. But we are chanting maybe with spaced out chanting. Inattentive chanting. Oh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama. We read the newspaper, we can drive the car, we can do so many things. Of course, better to do that than don't chant. But chanting should be attentive chanting. That means if we want to develop love for Krishna, we have to dedicate some of our day, out of 24 hours, 2 hours, just for chanting. Chanting nice means what? Hearing. Somebody say, oh, why can I put Prabhupada tape? And I listen Prabhupada, and then I become purified. Yes, but everybody has to fly his own airplane, Prabhupada say. So we have to chant, and we have to hear our chanting. So sometimes we have japa classes. Some people chant very fast. Some people chant very slow. Some people chant, I don't know. We all chant in different way. But sometimes, let's go to our friend and say, hey, listen, this is the way I chant. Just tell me if I'm chanting correctly or wrong. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. How much time it takes you for chanting? 7 to 8 minutes. Somebody told me, oh, it takes me 15, 20 minutes to chant one round. I said, what? I think, okay, whatever time it takes, but it should be nice. But Prabhupada said 5 to 7 minutes to 8 minutes should take one round chanting, attentive chanting. So this chanting is very, very powerful. And if we chant nicely, then if we are hearing the mantra, that the mantra goes into our heart. And then we become purified. Because this is a system. I am a mechanic. I always trying to figure out things, how things work. When I was small, I used to open all the clock of my mother, the radio. I used to become very angry. I want to find out what is inside this box, how the voice is coming out. Is there a midget inside? I open all with a screwdriver, everything. Then I remove all the wire, and then I say, I put it back. I couldn't put it back, of course. So my mother said, okay, another radio. No. One time she found me opening television. I was opening the television behind. Hey, what are you doing? I want to see how it works. No, please don't open the television. At that time there were valves, inside the television, Anyway, but see, the system we have given to us by the Acharya, given to us by Krishna, is very powerful. We just have to follow the system. We just have to follow the process, and then it works. If somebody, it doesn't work for me, how can you say? Because if we chant sincerely, Prabhupada said 2 things. Sincerity and honesty is required to make spiritual advancement. And Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, better to be honest sweeper in the street than a false spiritualist. So we have to be honest with ourselves and understand where I am. Okay, I'm chanting for 40 years, but why I'm still neophyte? Why I'm so stupid? Hey, what happened to me? I should slap myself. Why I'm still attracted to some stupid things? Why I'm not developing love for God? Why when I chant Hare Krishna I don't feel like crying? Why my heart is like a stone? Why? So this we should ask ourselves. And of course, I'm speaking for myself. I'm sure all of you are in ecstatic trance when you chant and dance and you feel ecstatic bliss. Especially when there is Kirtan Mela, there's beautiful Kirtans, there's a beautiful deities, Krishna in a beautiful form every day is appearing to us. But we are filtering everything into our mind. Our mind is our filter. We only see what we want to see. It's like sometimes, I drive in a motorbike, if I put a camera on my helmet, when I see again, I see so many things which I didn't see with my eyes. So many colors, so many flowers, so many things. Why? Because our mind is filtering everything. So we see only what we like. We see only what we are interested in seeing. So we should actually see Krishna everywhere. Because Krishna is present in everywhere in all these energies. We should see the quality in people. Krishna is present in everyone's heart. And is giving all the people some beautiful quality which we cannot see. So as we become purified, we can actually see that. And our goal should be, how can I be humble servant of the servant of the servant? Because before, we cannot serve Krishna directly. We can only serve Krishna by serving the devotees. So there is a beautiful writing from Bhaktivinoda Thakur from Krishna Kalpataru, which is a very old magazine which he used to print in the very beginning of his life. He said, what is the nature of a pure devotee? Simplicity, determination, and exclusiveness are the characteristics of a pure devotee. He never approves of any topics that is opposed to the devotional service, just to keep people happy. The pure devotees are always neutral. The character of Vaishnava is sinless, and no part of his character is fit for hiding. Simplicity is the life of a Vaishnava. He always teaches others by setting his own example. Unless his character is pure, he is not fit to be called a Vaishnava. Do swan-like persons engage only in spiritual activity and neglect material activities? No. Swan-like persons worship Krishna in the mood of one who is in joy and they boldly take care of the eternal external body. Eating, sleeping, enjoying traveling, exercising, protecting society, protecting the body, riding in vehicles, engaging in industrial enterprises, and walking in the open air are seen in the life of swan-like persons. The swan-like Vaishnava valiantly remain in the world among men. They are the shelter of women and they are respected by them. They take part in social activity and gain much experience. They teach their children Artha Shastra, and these become known as headmasters. The role of a sannyasi is a sort of karma befitting an ashram and is not pleasing to Krishna when it's aimed at liberation. Sannyasi receive the fruit of their karma, and even if they are unmotivated, their karma ends in atma mamata, self-pleasure. Pure devotee always serve Krishna by gratifying his senses. They forsake all attempts of karma and jnana, being free from all desire except to serve Dham or Krishna or Vaishnavas. Krishna has fully destroyed the karma, its desire and nations of those devotees. It has been said that amongst those who follow Varnashram Dharma, a devotee of Lord Krishna is the best. A devotee gives up eternal and occasional activity. They are in a mood of passion and ignorance. Such an offering, oblation to the forefather and worship in the demigods. On the other hand, of an allied devotee's behavior and activity are like those of Sudra and outcast. Still it is to be understood that he will give up all these activities that cause this material bondage. It does not matter in which family one is born. If one becomes a pure Vaishnava, one automatically becomes a qualified Brahmana. A person who has developed unflinching devotion to Krishna is eligible to become a teacher of the Vedas, which reveal the truth. Despite following various methods such as performing fruitive activities, cultivating knowledge, practicing yoga, and undergoing austerities, one can attain liberation. That is why persons who are on the path of knowledge take shelter of the reflection of devotional service, do not take part for liberation, but liberation herself humbly try to serve the pure devotee. The kingdom of earth and beauty of heaven and sovereignty over the material world are never the subject of a Vaishnava prayers. A self-realized person having no material assets knows that attachment to Krishna is the essence of life. Therefore, he gives up the desire for material enjoyment and liberation, and he remains in his family in simple way, constantly serve Hari through his eternal spiritual body. Such a person abandons pride in his beauty of high birth and physical strength, and always engage in devotional service. And this goes on for long, but very beautiful explanation of pure devotional service, which we should be all aiming to. Yes? So, I think we are on the right path. We are in the right place. We are in the right time also, because Krishna appeared only one day of Brahma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years ago to spread the Sankirtan movement and give love of Godhead to everyone. So I'd like to thank you very much for listening today, to be very attentive, and if there is any question, there are many senior devotees who can help me to answer. Yes, Prabhuji. There is a microphone. I'll throw it to you. You catch it? No. You'll catch it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for the class. In this past time, we read some verses before that when the demons and demigods saw the beautiful form of Mohini Murti, they were willing to let him make any decisions, do everything. And why does it happen like that? Why does beauty make people react like that? Because there's no practical value in beauty. But we can see that if a person is very beautiful, he or she can get a lot in life without doing much. So why is the beauty so
attractive?
Valued? Yeah, why is it?
Because that's the feature of Krishna. Krishna is the most beautiful. But let me tell you that 60% of the accident in Italy happen because people look at the beautiful girl, boom, and they crash. So, now beauty is very attractive. Why you think in all these billboards they put beautiful girl? Of course, they're, photoshops to the max. They're very beautiful. When you see the person in real life, they don't look like that. But see, beauty is one of the energy of Krishna, which is all attractive. So it's natural to feel attracted to beauty. And in these particular pastimes, the Lord potency is there. Krishna's, he has unlimited potency. We cannot understand his potency. There are unlimited, so many variety of potency are there. So the Lord wants to bewilder everybody. So the Lord appeared in the form and everybody is completely, wow. Forget the time, place, circumstances. So much so that when Shiva is asking the Lord, please show me the form of Mohini Murti, Vishnu is telling, no, it's not good. He said, no, I want to see. But you are with your wife. That doesn't matter. Because Shiva is thinking, I will not be bewildered. I am your greatest devotees. But when the Lord transformed in the beautiful Mohini Murti, Shiva became completely mad and in love with Mohini Murti, and his wife is next to her. He started to follow her, forget his wife, forget everything, forget everybody. And he ran behind her. She was playing with a ball. And then, what? So if you think Shiva is a great devotee who is in meditation in Himalaya, doesn't have a house, he sits on top of the mountain in ice cold like anything, perform austerity, he chanting the name of the Lord, there's no way we can compare ourselves to Shiva, who is one of the greatest devotees. Yeah? But then on the other end, we have the pastimes, for example, of what's his name? Haridas Thakur, yes. Haridas Thakur, Mayadevi came personally and tested him when he was chanting the holy name. And he did not become bewildered. The prostitute came, she was very beautiful. She tempted him and said, yeah, no problem, I'll satisfy you. Just let me finish my round. Hey, come on. So, but it's nature to be attracted, you know. Even the animal, they are attracted to the opposite sex. So, otherwise there would be no creation. The Lord has empowered, you know, the living entity to be attracted to each other. Otherwise there would be no children. Why do you think people go to work 9 to 5, drive to Calcutta 3 hours, drive back 3 hours from Krishnanagar, hot sun, this, that. They go through so much austerity to work because they want to maintain their family, because of attraction with a wife, because they have children and responsibility. So that's how the material world works. So why work like that? You know, because that's the desire of the Lord. The living entity has to maintain itself, reproduce itself, then dwindle and die, because that's the design of the Lord. But within the span of life of the living entity, we can become pure devotee and go back home, back to God. Those intelligent souls who take part in the Sankirtan movement, in this very lifetime, they go back home, back to God. Because they realize, hey, it's futile. Okay, I work so hard, I become old, my wife is beautiful, but she will be not beautiful anymore. I am not handsome, but I will not be handsome anymore. And I fall apart. So what's the use? Let me work for something greatest, for a mission. A person who has a mission in his life is a great person, not ordinary people. Does this satisfy your answer? Yes, Prabhu.
Just a comment.
Yes.
In the beginning you mentioned that why is it that the demigods aren't pure devotees, but many of the demigods are pure devotees. You know, many of the Mahajans, you know, Lord Shiva and Yamaraj, there's many pure devotees, so just wanted to
Thank you for correcting me. Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's true. Many demigods. Not many, but at least few, you say. The Mahajans. Yeah, we don't know, yes. I'm no offense to the demigod, please. Otherwise I'm going to get back pain or something. The demigod in charge of my back is going to give me a thunderbolt. No offense to the demigods. They're all great souls. We are just cockroaches compared to them. Ants, mosquito, fly, whatever you want to call. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Ganga Prabhu. Just a one-line sentence. His question sounds like Arjuna's question to Krishna. Why do people act sinfully? And Krishna gave a very succinct answer and said it's lust and lust only, the all-sinful, devouring enemy of this world. So
Yes.
that's different than devotees being attracted, you know, each Shiva being attracted to Rohini Murti or whatever. So for the condition, so it's lust. But first half of your class was about that. We're trying to enjoy.
Yeah, we're trying to become free from lust. Yeah, because lust is what is keeping us chained in this material world. You know, lust is the only thing. And Arjuna is asking very pertinent question. How is that? Even people know that, they still do wrong thing. It's lust. It's the desire to enjoy, and you overpower, you lose your intelligence, you become stupid, you do crazy stuff. And that's how the material world go on and on and on. So, there are 3 gates leading to hell. Lust, anger, greed. Most of the people in Kali Yuga, they're greedy, lusty, ignorant, and passionate. So they become angry for anything. And they're very greedy. They work very hard, 20 hours a day to make some money, which they put in the bank. And the bank steal all their money or whatever. They use it for something else. And lust is the main reason. If we can remove this lust from our heart, the process of bhakti is transforming lust into love, pure love for Krishna. And that's what we are performing every day. We are practicing chanting the holy name. We are following the rules and regulation, the 4 regulative principles, so we can become free from lust. And we transform the lust into love, pure love. Because love on the material platform is a business. I give you so much, you give me so much. Yes? I give you shelter, you give me enjoyment. I give you money, you give me something else. You remember? There are so many pastimes like that. Raghunath Das Goswami was every day begging. Lord Chaitanya asked, where is Raghunath? Oh, he's begging in front of the entrance of the door of Jagannath temple. When people come out, they give him some alms. Then I thought, I am like a prostitute. So where he went? He went and eat where the place they throw all the prasadam, which is rotten. They are not eating. Even the cow don't eat that. He went there and take that prasadam, is to clean and eat that. Of course, this is extreme, sign of pure devotion. But the Lord was very happy. So renunciation is also one of the aspects of opulence of the Lord. So what we are told is that we have to renounce this lust. Because the lust is only pertaining to the material body and material mind. But once we understand we are spirit soul, we are eternal son of God, then we can flip the switch and change and act only on the platform of spirituality for the pleasure of Krishna. Of course, it takes some time. It's not for some children, they're very pious, maybe they continue from their previous life. It's very easy for them. If we train them nicely, they can easily take to Krishna consciousness. If we don't train them properly, they go back to sense enjoyment. Because some of these children maybe come from a heavenly planet, who knows where. So we have a great responsibility to teach people how to turn lust into love. Because most of the people, they're affected by lust. And that's the disease of the material world. Why do you think they sell so much perfume, makeup, this, that? Yeah? You can ask the lady. They know. There's shops, supermarket full of this stuff. Lipstick, this, that, I don't know what. Sometimes you ask the lady, wow, you look so beautiful. Yeah, after 2 hours spent in front of the mirror. Sorry, Madeji, no offense. So, but it's like that, So, and the whole advertising world, it's all this. Sex, either in a gross form or in subtle form. Because everything works according to that. People that are attracted today. Oh, buy a new car, buy a new ice cream. There's a beautiful girl, nicely combed hair, nice woman. What is the car to do with the girl? Oh, if you get this car, you'll get the girl too? Maybe. I don't think so. Yeah? But maybe if you have a car, you can attract a beautiful girl like that. Yeah, see, it's subtle. It goes into your things. What if I buy this laptop? This is so beautiful, cool. Will I be able to see everything I want? I don't know. There's a science advertising about how to trickle people's mind to buy their product. So we are devotees that transform lust into prema. Correct? Yes, Prabhu, please.
The other point that I wanted just to add to your thought, the question you asked, why don't they become interested in pure devotional service? You said basically they're bewildered and intoxicated by the extreme standard of sense gratification. Another perspective would be if they don't have or they don't take advantage of a pure devotees association. Pure bhakti always comes from a pure bhakta. So that's another angle that would go
But we can
into the
take
formula.
association with Srila Prabhupada books. Prabhupada said, my book will be there for 10,000 years. One devotee was walking behind Prabhupada when he was entering this Rupa and Sanatana Goswami in Vrindavan. And he had this doubt in his mind. He was thinking, Prabhupada, we distribute millions of books, but nobody of them is taking initiation. Prabhupada turned and looked at him. Simply by reading my book, they are initiated. Means, these books are very powerful. We are taking association of Prabhupada every single day by reading these books, by listening to the lecture. And of course, we do need a physical person who will tell us what we're doing wrong or right. But Prabhupada is the Acharya of our Sampradaya. So Acharya is not just an ordinary. Of course, Guru is never ordinary, but he's not just another Guru, he's the Acharya. So by associating with Prabhupada books, we are taking the association. I think there is one devotee who wants to ask a question behind you. Yes.
Hare Krishna. It is said that Krishna, he's the most beautiful. But how can we compare the beauty? For example, we can compare the power. If someone can do it, but I can't do it, he's the most powerful. He's more powerful than me. But how can we compare the beauty?
Well, how we can compare beauty? I don't know. Krishna's beauty is incomparable. Even Lakshmi Devi doesn't look as beautiful as Mayini Murti because he's the most beautiful. So he's so attractive that the gopis over in Vrindavan, they just, when you hear the flute of Krishna, they just forget everything what they're doing and just go and sing. So it's incomparable. The comparison say it's like how the cockroach and the bees, the match. They don't. So we are cockroaches and Krishna is like, bee. I don't know. I don't know how we can compare ourselves. Although we are in the same format, and the body is designed same like Krishna, with 2 arms, 2 eyes, the head and everything. But I guess it's incomparable because Krishna's beauty is absolute. We are just temporary beauty for some time and then we become old, we get wrinkles, and so how can we compare? But the beauty, I think, what we can see is not just external. It's the beauty of devotion is from the heart of the pure devotees. Their compassion, their desire to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. So that's beautiful. Like sometimes you meet a very beautiful girl, but maybe she's not very smart. But sometimes you meet a girl who's not so beautiful, but she's super smart. So out of the two, you think, oh, this one is more attractive because she's so intelligent, clever, smart. So beauty is not just external. You know what I mean? And Krishna is the most knowledgeable, the most of everything. So Krishna is all attractive. And we are all part and parcel of Krishna. We all have something of that. But now we have to find out, what we are good, what we can offer to the Lord. Well, we cannot offer anything because everything is coming from Him. But if we offer our devotion, our desire to please Him, that's what pleases the Lord. Because we cannot say, oh, I am a millionaire, I'll give you $1 million. Will the Lord be pleased? Well, the Lord is, Lakshmi Pati is the owner of millions. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. He has millions and trillions of Lakshmi serving Him every day. What our little donation will do. But of course, we can give donation to build the temple. I'm just saying, but what can we give to the Lord? When the Lord said, Patram Pushpam Palanto Yam, Yome Bhatta Priyachati. So what we can offer is our devotion. That means our connection with our brain, intelligence, and the heart. We want to please Krishna. Whenever we do anything, we are doing that for pleasing Krishna or for pleasing ourselves. Let's ask ourselves this question. Because externally can be, oh, you're cooking and reading, but ultimate desire is that I want to eat this nice spaghetti and pizza, you know. I want to eat. Or will I cook it for Krishna, for Krishna's pleasure? Then only I take, as my Ramans Prashant. So it's question of consciousness. On the highest level, whatever we do it for pleasing Krishna. Otherwise, it's a game. And of all the cheaters, Krishna say, I am the greatest cheater. So Krishna knows what you think. Krishna knows your heart. If you try to cheat him, he'll cheat you. He's super smart. So better we become serious and sincere, you know, and we really sincerely try to do the best we can to please the Lord. Because then the Lord will be pleased with us, and when the Lord is pleased with us, He can reveal everything to you, to us. Does this answer your question, Prabhu? I don't know. Yes?
But, for example, how can we compare the beauty of Krishna and Radha?
How we can compare
And
the beauty
who is
of
the most
Krishna and
beautiful?
Radha? Yeah, so Radharani is attracted by Krishna. Krishna is attracted to Radharani, but I think that of both of them, Krishna is the most attractive. Yes?
Hare Krishna.
Haribol. Yes?
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that beauty in this world is spark of his splendor. Spark of his splendor.
It's part of, yeah, this material nature is spark of its splendor, yes.
No, any beauty here is spark of his splendor. So can you
Yes.
comment on this?
Prabhu, everything we see, you see beautiful roses, you see a waterfall, you see the sky. This morning I saw the sky, the sun was throwing beautiful rays. So this is all, Krishna is a supreme artist. If you look at nature, you can understand that beyond this nature there is the greatest artist, which is Krishna. And constantly changing. You know, we do a painting, we can do a painting remain like this. But Krishna is constantly changing the painting. You know, the sun moves, the earth, the sun, the night comes, the light in the sky, the stars, the wind, the smell. I mean, there is nothing but Krishna and Krishna's beauty. But you have to connect this. If you think, oh, it's all happened by explosion, by some dark hole or some, you know, whatever the scientists say, then it doesn't make any sense. But if you connect everything, that Krishna, from Krishna emanates all this beauty. And Krishna make it worse. So every day the sun rises, every day the moon comes, you know, and so that's a spark of his splendor. So we can understand Krishna by simply observing. And we can observe people also. Even the guy who sweeps the street, he has some energy and he has some understanding how to clean the place, and he's doing. So the quality is coming from Krishna. I am ability in man. So somebody's driving the bus, so hey, the guy has ability to drive the bus. Somebody's flying the jumbo jet, he has learned to do that. So Krishna is giving that ability to those people as well. So we can appreciate everything and everybody. So we can see Krishna everywhere. Because there is nothing but Krishna and Krishna's energy. Does this answer your question? Okay, it's getting late. Your prasadam is waiting for you. Srila Prabhupada ki! Hari Hari Bo! Hare Krishna.